Hello, you guys, and welcome back to Kind of Hot, Kind of Healthy. This is an in-person podcast recording. We are in person. We are live. We are live in person, which is weird because we have far more podcasts not together than together, which is so weird.
Well, this is episode, what, 116 or 15?
This is 117.
So we have 116. So we have one together.
One together and then 115 not. So yeah, I would say we have more not together than together. That's valid. That T is valid. So what are we talking about today? We have a couple of things that they kind of all go together. It's like navigating the change. Is that what navigating the change? That sounds like menopause, which makes sense. Not makes sense for you because you're going through menopause.
I'm not going through menopause. My clients are through menopause or going through it. There we go.
Or it's you.
Or maybe it is me. No, do we want to do like a quick little life update?
Yeah, let's do a life update before we get in. But what is our preview in case if they're new here, if they're coming from the guest interview with Maddie Durkin, that was last week.
Such a good episode.
Was emotional.
Okay, what we need you to do is go back on any of the clips that we've cut for Instagram, for TikTok, or just the whole entire YouTube episode and just drop a comment on tell Matt how much you loved about what he shared, because he was having a little mentee beat about what he shared, but I was like, we love when people spill their guts.
I don't even think it was like spilling.
It wasn't.
I mean, like to us,
it wasn't. I was like, this is a normal day.
Yeah, we have spilled so much tea that it was just like, no, it was great. Like it was fun. And it did get emotional for him, but like it was all in the best way possible, because it's like talking about navigating dating and being intentional and wanting to give it like 100% of everything that you're doing, and like realizing that like that is just going to lead to you getting burnt out. And so it was a really vulnerable conversation, especially because it was recorded before the holidays, so it was still like going through the thick of it. And yeah, but it was so good. And
it's funny because that was kind of like a precursor to like the other day, like I literally was voicemailing Ali and I was like, I can't keep doing this.
Yeah,
like the rate that I was running life like is not sustainable or feasible. Like I was working myself into the ground, and in coming here was obviously like is like a relief. I was like, kind of get a little bit of a breather. But it's interesting, like you can see something from the outside and you're like, you can't be doing that, like,
right?
You're not going to be totally happy and feel good, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I'm doing the same exact thing,
right? But isn't that kind of like the trope of like giving advice on a situation and you're doing the exact same thing? Because it's easy to like give advice and the advice that you're giving is quality, but you almost make excuses for yourself because you're like, but I'm different. I can handle it. You can't, but I can. And it's like, no, you are not different. You're just stubborn as hell. And like, it's really interesting. So that was such a good conversation. And hype him up, gas him up.
Yes.
At Maddie Durkin or at the Pop Corner. Both of them is going to be in the show notes, but like hype him up, you guys. If you loved it, let him know.
Yes.
Let him know. That is like, it's a vulnerable feeling, like being, or it's a hard feeling being vulnerable. And so then just like having that affirmation of like, no, it was great. It was this, that, thank you so much. Like that is like, oh, okay, you know what? I shared for a reason. Because if you share something vulnerable and it falls flat, you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, no, it's like,
why did I do that? Now I'm like embarrassed and like,
But I mean, especially when it comes to podcasting, like you could say all of our stuff falls flat, right? Because like not everyone's going to respond and be like, I felt this so much too.
Right.
Like, there's so much content that I consume. I'm like, oh, felt, skip, next,
Yeah, but I think like also like a like is like something, or like a reshare is something like you feel like that to me is like, oh, valid, seen. Yeah.
100%. In other news, I got my hair cut and I fucking hate it. Allie didn't think it was that bad until she saw me in person and realized.
Okay, so Also, the truth is, I can't tell you if something is not looking good when you are crashing out.
True.
So I'm not going
True.
to add the fuel to the fire on if something is not looking good. And it just was a bad cut. You know, it's not like you can't rock a short cut or anything like that. It's just like she butchered it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was crashing out in the salon. And it was a controlled crash out because I'm like, she needs to fix this. And then
Right.
she was like, well, I can't fix it like right now, but like you can come back. And then I'm like, okay, I'll come back tomorrow. My sister was like, don't come back tomorrow. Like you need to like sleep on it.
Yeah.
But she gave me quite literally 2 different haircuts. We hate the top layer. So the top layer.
Coconut head from Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. Not that bad. Not that bad. But that almost looks like your inspo.
Yeah, it's almost, yeah. She took that and like ran
Yeah,
with
you
it.
said, hey, this is my inspo pic. And then she said, great, I got this.
Yeah, no, she went like maybe we'll put it up out.
Yeah, let's insert the picture of your inspo and let's insert the picture from your TikTok. We were like, guys, I made a mistake. Also, if you're not following us on our personal TikToks, we have podcast TikTok, personal TikToks. We're going to put them in the show notes because like we're just silly goofy all over the internet.
Yes.
Everything we touch turns to gold.
I love that. Manifestation, affirmation. What's another word? Manifestation,
Affirmation,
confirmation,
reaffirmation. We are reaffirming. But no, I think the crash out was certainly valid.
It was valid. So I'm not going to have her fix it because why?
Yeah.
Every time she touches my hair, she fucking butchers it.
So it's the second
cut.
Bad cut.
And it's the second cut. And she did it the same exact way. 2 different cuts. Like, do you mean like 2?
No, I know. I'm wondering, like, what is her thought process? Because clearly
Stupid.
she has some sort of a technique that she's doing. That doesn't mean it's good, but I'm curious, what are we thinking about while we're doing this?
Nothing.
Right. She's like thinking about her grocery list and, oh shit, I've cut too much.
Literally. So we're going to do a little Google search, Facebook page search, and ask, where are the girls in Pittsburgh going to get a bob? Like, who are they seeing?
Try and find like a bob specialist.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to find someone who's cut like 5,050 bobs and like is known for doing a bob.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna rock like the hats. Kind of okay.
It's honestly, you know what? No, it doesn't. Okay, so the problem is the hair is poofy. The hat calms it down, a little half up, half down, calms it down, and it's going to get better as like the weeks progress.
Yeah, it's been like a weekend on like 2 days.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hopefully get it fixed end of February. You think that's enough time? Like a month and a half?
Maybe not. Well, she cut the back. I think by February it'll probably feel better. But I would like give
March.
it time just because you'll have more to work with. And then you can actually get what you want. But
That's
like,
true.
Because the bottom might grow out more, but then the pieces that are like wicked short, like she did some layers without layering. Like it is blunt layers and it really is quite shocking.
You know, I'm like, yeah, they'll never see me at that salon quite ever again.
Is she the one that gave you that like fringy cut?
No.
You have had horrible experiences.
I know. I had one really bad one before that too. And I didn't go to the hairdresser for like 2 years after that.
If you're in the Pittsburgh area, drop your stylist below because that's crazy. I thought the fringe cut was this lady.
No.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
I know.
Wow.
I know. I'm just not.
We're going to be on the up and up.
We're on the up and up.
Yeah, this is the last time that you'll
ever. Yeah. So yeah, we have a few styles. I'm going to try some slick back bun, half up look.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fine. But
it will be fine. And like the tea is that like you don't have like an ugly face. You know what I mean? Like, because that would really be quite hard. Sorry to the girls.
I do think sometimes when I like, it's like such an inside thought, but when people like have like an ugly face, I'm just like, oh man, that really sucks. Like, and ugly is subjective, right?
Subjective.
Like
It's
beauty is subjective.
subjective.
Some
Yeah.
people like, you know what I mean? That's all subjective. So like
Yeah.
my ugly might not be freaking your ugly or whatever.
Well,
But
I
like,
looked ugly as hell when I was like 30 pounds heavier. My face was so
oh my God,
chunky. So
same.
like, yeah, ugly is whatever you believe it to be, but like, yeah. Yeah. I mean, and you also like have a confidence where you're like not gonna hide. You'll
Mhm.
just like, okay, like maybe it's not the best, but like we'll fucking work with it. We'll make it work and
Mhm.
you'll continue to go. Cause
Mhm.
like there are some people that get like a butchered haircut and they're like, oh God, I can't leave the house for like a while.
Yeah, I know that's literally not an option. So
It's, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's an option for many people, but it's that idea of like, I can't leave the house, it looks fucking horrible.
yeah,
And it's like, I don't know, you don't gotta make it a big drama. Just put a hat on or
yeah.
I don't know, a scarf. I don't know. Make it work. Tim Gunn, make it work. Designers. You know Tim Gunn?
I
Project
think so.
Runway?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Oh,
yeah.
it's been so
I
long.
love Project Runway. So good.
Yeah. Um we do it tonight. We said we were gonna do face masks and like relax last night, but we got work done. What else did we do?
Just work, really.
Yeah, we
Well,
got
because
work
we did the
done.
airport, we did our little boopity boop at the airport, and then we had to come and then make dinner and then
Yeah.
work and then just
Oh,
like
then we had some crash outs. I had a crash out,
gossip
gossip.
session.
Yeah,
Yeah, crash
yeah.
out. Crash out makes it seem worse. So gossip sesh,
Gossip
little catch up, little kiki. And now I was so freaking tired because the day
bed.
before I woke up at like
Oh yeah, you
4:40.
were up early that day.
So, and then the hot goss of this will be over at the time, but then I was catching up on Bob the Drag Queen Ginger Minge drama. So then I literally fell asleep with the phone in my hand and I woke up at like 1 a.m. and it was playing on a loop and I was like, what the fuck? I'm like trying to like find the lock button and I was like, girl, bye, girl. But so good. So, okay, let's get into the actual topic we have going on today. We have planned some really good episodes that we are recording together. So you guys are just going to continue to eat it up.
Mhm.
But today, what are we doing? You have to remind me.
Talking about protecting our energy when it comes to what you're consuming from a media standpoint, who you're around, friends, I think that was
Relationships.
relationships, reading, even if it's not media, like oh, and places where
Yep.
you are.
Yep.
Talking about that, I think for me, the biggest change in like what I've noticed being protected by my energy is moving out and getting out of the energy of my parents.
Yeah.
And, you know, we love our parents, love my parents, but, you know, all of their intricacies, right? And
Right.
how, for as much as we try to grow and change and develop, there's a certain thing where you go back home and fall into old habits and old patterns.
Yeah, you revert, you go back into old dynamics, especially like let's say this could happen with friends, relationships. If you move out after college, you go to a new city, new place, and then you come home, you fall back into an old dynamic with friends that maybe you don't love. You're like, oh my God, we almost got along better when we had some space because the dynamic was different. The relationship, excuse me, was different. And it's just really interesting to think about going into 2026 and what are we being cognizant of for our energy, for protecting our peace that we weren't in 2025. Like there were a lot of things with wedding planning that I really let stress me out. And the truth is, it didn't really matter.
Mhm.
But when you're in the thick of it, you're like, no, every detail is so important. So like I would say that if that is one thing you can really remind yourself to like let go of and like allow yourself to protect your own energy because big things like that often bring out the worst in people and you can't control that even though it's your day, you're the bride, people are going to still be peopling. And so you
Mhm.
have to, I think, do the best to navigate that. And I don't know what the best way to navigate that is because I didn't do it very well.
Mhm.
But I would say like that is something where on the day of your wedding, when you're shaking your ass on the dance floor, it doesn't matter. Like,
Mhm.
but I don't know. I mean, what do you think about like how would you protect your peace in that way? It's like putting a boundary or just kind of like letting it not phase you. Like you hear it, you see it, but you're like, I'm just gonna like let it go. I'm choosing to let it go.
Yeah, that's basically what I do for that. Like when I'm around certain people and it's like the same old antics, and I'm just like, just let it go. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't have to affect me. I'm choo like you choose to let things affect you.
Yeah.
Always easier said than done,
Yeah.
right?
And it takes practice.
Yeah, a lot of practice. And so like I definitely am like, okay, I'm choosing to like not let this freak me out or be some big issue. And I'm choosing
Yeah.
like my response to it. And again, it's like when you're in a heightened environment like a wedding, it's much easier to, let things escalate your emotions faster and easier.
And you're like, we've spent all this money, we've spent all these months, we have curated the best DJ caterers and all these sorts of things. Like, it was one of the best days of my life, but I don't think it's one of the most important.
Hmm.
Where it's the most important, it's the most important. I don't think so.
Hmm.
Because you're going to go through so many life experiences that shape you in so many different ways. I don't think my wedding day shaped me. Like,
Mm.
I think building our 10-year long relationship that shaped us. Like, and it was just really like kind of the check mark. Okay, checking off the box. But like, it didn't shape me. What is it so fun and amazing? Yes. Was it the most important? Probably not.
Hmm.
Like, I think the day we got engaged was probably more important, or the day we decided to move like out of state together. And it was like, okay, this is actually where like this relationship is headed for the long haul. Like, I think there are more important days. And so also reminding yourself, like, you want to enjoy the process. And you
Hmm.
can't enjoy the process if you're not protecting your peace, not
Hmm.
protecting your energy.
Hmm.
You have a little energy goblins come in and suck
Yeah.
the life out of you.
Yeah, and like from a position of environment, like I was telling my mom like all the things have been going on with me living in
Yeah.
Shady Side, and she goes, "Oh, it's great that you moved there." I'm like, "Yeah, because there was nothing happening in the suburbs."
So stagnant.
So, yeah, it's stagnant energy. There's nowhere I love being able to get outside, walk,
Yep.
and I could walk to like I wouldn't walk to downtown, that'd be a far walk, but I can walk into like the more downtown area of where I live, or I could walk the other side and there's a whole other area of stuff to do there. So there's so much to do and people to meet and the energy, it's just constantly flowing. And it's like anytime I'm back in by my parents, I'm like, oh, it's so like I'm just like stuck. It's stagnant.
Yep.
Like when I go home from here, I was going to stay overnight, and I'm like, I don't even want to stay over there. Like I just
Yeah.
want to wake up in my apartment and
Yeah.
get shit
Get
done
your
that day.
like back into your groove.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not staying overnight. I'm just gonna get picked up and go home.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why I was thinking that. So it's just like taking that opportunity to put yourself in a better place that gives you energy. And when I think about even when I was thinking about moving, my mom was like, "Oh, it's so expensive to live in the city." I'm
Mhm.
like, that's an investment into happiness and more energy. Like
Yeah.
my rent is just like I'm so happy to pay that because I'm just
Yeah.
like I enjoy where I live, I enjoy the opportunities, and it's investing back in my happiness. And so like
Right.
some people can get so in their world where they're just like not my mom, but like in
Yeah.
general, where it's like seeing anything that's I don't know, outside of what they're comfortable maybe.
Yeah, and,
It's
and it
just
has to do with comfort, like you said.
yeah.
Like if you're nervous about something, you're saying, oh, something's, going to be more expensive or whatnot. A lot of the times I think it does come back to comfortability and confidence because you do have to go out on a limb and try things out and it might not work out. It
Mhm.
might not be what you thought it was, but you're never going to know that unless you try and it's looking at where is my like happiness meter?
Mhm.
Like the top is here.
Mhm.
Where am I? And like when you were living there, I mean, it was a really good safety net for you.
Mhm.
But when you started to come back into your own, that happiness was never going to come above a certain point because you're like, this is not young, this is not lively, this is not magnetic, that nothing is happening here.
Mhm.
And you're not in a place in life where you're looking for that. Like that's a vibe itself. If you're good to be like, we're chilling, like this is calm energy, things are stable, but that's not what you wanted. So you
Mm-hmm.
had to look at, okay, my energy is gonna be nasty here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be protecting my peace, protecting my energy by being here because it works against everything that you want to do and wanted to do and that
Mm-hmm.
now that what you have been doing.
Mm-hmm.
So it is just like it's really kind of a trip because you have to trust yourself and you have to kind of make it happen for yourself because like it's not guaranteed that it's going to work out.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's just a part of like kind of putting your needs and energies first
Yeah.
is just trusting yourself sometimes, even if there's a potential for it not working out.
Yeah. And like we always say, even when it comes to our businesses, and like what we fail and get a job.
Right. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? Like, no one died. What's the worst thing
Literally.
that's going to happen? You figure it out. Like, when you're like backs against the wall, like
Mm-hmm.
everybody figures their shit out. So, when we're having our own crash outs, which we do, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, hello, we both remind each other that, like, okay, what is the worst case scenario? And it's not that bad. It's
Exactly.
actually not that bad.
Right.
So, like, why not do the things that are going to create good energy in me or say no to things that aren't going to serve me just for more money or for something else, right? Like it's, and that's also hard to say no to things to protect your energy. Let's talk about that. Like we have a listener question. Listener question. Let me pull it up. Where's my phone? Oh, it's right here. Um, we have our anonymous question box, which our lovely listener wrote us a question. It's anonymous, so we don't know who it is, which is also kind of the tea. It's like,
Yeah, I'm like, who is that?
who is it? Okay. The question is, it is loading.
Wait, did you have the 30-minute timer on?
No, but I can see it.
Oh,
It'll, yeah, I might need to. I'm like now looking at the camera like this. Let me just open up my camera and I can zoom in on it. Guys, this is, also, I'm the tech person in this situation, so we are at 22 minutes. Okay. So we'll do our listener question. We'll pause and reset. Okay. So the question is from one of you. What are some tools for adjusting expectations in friendship when you're slowly growing apart from your friend? This is a perfect question for our conversation of protecting your energy and putting yourself first because I think it's important to remind ourselves that sometimes you outgrow people or they outgrow you, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, but it feels bad, right? Like a friend breakup feels bad.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've had for sure like my ex best friend. I'm like pretty sure she hated me. Well, we talked about this
Right.
before.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, yeah. It was like a long time ago we talked about
Did
it.
you have the same name?
No. Oh, not that one. I don't think she hated me.
Wow, I'm so sneaky as if we don't know what your name is.
We're not going to give last names.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was so funny. It was a different one.
Okay.
But the question was how to adjust your expectations.
Yeah, tools for adjusting expectations in the friendship or relationship, anything really, any relationship, but this is for a friendship when you're slowly growing apart from your friend. So, like, I imagine this person is outgrowing the friendship. That's what it makes this sound like.
Well, I think having other friends in the things that you are growing into would be helpful. You know, so
Yeah.
it's not like a crash pad, but you have like your kind of like where you want to be and what you want to be talking about and the vibe you want to have. Like having those friends that will help make you feel more accepted and more kind of like somewhere to go in a way.
Right.
You know?
It's like you have these are my gym friends. These are my social friends. These are my business friend. Like if you create areas in your life, I think that's really helpful because most of the time, one friend is not going to serve all of your needs, nor should they, nor should you.
Correct.
You should not be everything for one person because that's where it can be really draining. That's where your energy can just be sucked out of you. And it's also really energetically draining to try and show up in a way that you used to, where you no longer feel like it's a match.
Mm-hmm.
So I do like the idea of having, like, going out into the world, meeting new people. You've been doing this a lot, like just getting out there, being social, going to the coffee shops, introducing yourself, trying to be this social butterfly. Do you think it's only able to work if you are a social butterfly, though? What if you have like somebody that's a little bit more introverted and they're like, well, maybe I don't want to make a ton of more friends, but I kind of want to just adjust how this person is in my life. Like, maybe the question is also adjusting expectations in a friendship when you're slowly growing apart from your friend. Maybe the friend just hasn't shown up. And so, how would you adjust your expectations in that situation?
Well, it's literally like internal work. So you would just have to be like, well, this is all the amount of attention or
Yeah.
time, then that's all that I have to be okay with accepting that. If I'm not okay with accepting that, it's like asking why.
Yeah.
Like that's like it's like a you in the mirror type of thing.
It's
Like
you to you.
yeah, like if
Yeah.
you're upset that they are not, I don't know, answering every message or doing your weekly call or FaceTiming you as much, is most likely remembering like, okay, why are understanding like their seasons of life change just like yours change, and you have to adjust what, like you just have to be okay with that and
Yeah.
search within like, okay, because they're not able to show up the way they need to isn't like a direct representation of how they feel about me.
It's not a reflection on who you are.
Yeah.
It's oftentimes just people's own capacity.
Yeah. And honestly, you could say it could be a reflection of just how they feel about you. And
Right.
but that doesn't really, that should not diminish what you feel about yourself.
Right. We're
'Cause
gonna
it could
pause.
be.
Let me reset. That is such a good point, and just like however you view like me and however you treat me, it doesn't, like, it shouldn't impact how I feel about myself. Because like you could also have a friend that maybe they're going through a big change in their life or some turmoil, or maybe they're just being shitty, right? Like sometimes people are not the best version of themselves for a lot of different reasons. And so if you're not okay with that type of energy, I think you just slowly kind of, move back, maybe figure out a way to not be as available for everything that they need. And I don't think you always need to have a conversation. It's just our friendship. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot, Robin.
I've never done that. Have you?
I've never done that.
No.
I'm like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like, people got too much shit going on in their lives to like let's do a friendship assessment. It's
I
like,
wonder if anyone's ever done, and like,
how, if you've done a a friendship assessment, drop it in the comments. But like, that to me feels too intense. Like, what are we doing here? We are not in a relationship. It's a friendship. So, and maybe, I don't know, maybe that's a hot take. Maybe some people are like, it's worth doing, but it wouldn't be for me.
Yeah, I think if there were many times where I've relied heavily on Ali through divorce, through breakup, through, and like I'll voice, I think, my concern of feeling like I'm dumping a lot on you.
Well, you acknowledge, which I think I think that's a really, that is somebody who is self-aware versus just like being the person that's kind of falling apart all the time and just like not really acknowledging. Because if you were to not acknowledge, I might be like, oh my God. But like the fact that you are very self-aware, to me, it doesn't feel draining. So I'm like, there's self-awareness. Like, that's totally great and fabulous, and I'm here for it. But if it were always just like, oh, woe is me, and I don't know, and it's like, all right, well, what are we gonna do about this? So it's different. That's like two different energies.
Yeah. So like, if I would say if they are dumping a lot on you and not self-aware and not like if they're doing like you give advice and then never take it, and it's like a constant spin,
Okay, that's
you
a
know,
good
and you
point
want to
right
change
there.
that kind of friendship where they're constantly doing that and not listening to you, then you make yourself not available to for them to dump on you emotionally and
Yep.
and then if it gets to a point where like you can't break that barrier or you're like not answering their calls or that kind of thing, then I think that'd be worthwhile
Probably.
saying like, hey, like this has been, I've loved having our friendship, but you lately have been, putting a lot on me and it's draining when I am showing up for you, but you're not taking my advice. So,
Right. I think you do have to say with some people,
yeah.
I have noticed a pattern. You ask me for advice, I give you advice. I spend my time and energy trying to help you because I want to show up for you. I want to be that friend that you can turn to, but you don't do anything about it. And then you come back to me with the same problem. And that's really draining for me because I'm invested now. You've roped me into this. I am invested. I am here for you. And you're not doing anything. Nothing is changing. It's like it's delusion. Like we like to be delulu, but we don't want to live in delusion like that. Like, I have this problem. Okay, let's do something about it. Doesn't do it. I have this problem. It's crazy. So I think in a situation like that, it is worth to kind of call it out and be like, I just want to let you know I'm kind of seeing this pattern, and it's you might not even be aware of it, and then people might be like, oh, I'm not aware of it, or they might be like, all right, well, you're a bad friend, blah blah blah. And if they react like that, well, then they're not a very good friend. But yeah, it's rough. Like I think especially when I'm not, with this person's question, we don't know if they grew up together, they met in high school or college or whatever, but as you grow and change as a person, friendships will change because if you met in elementary school, high school, middle school, college, after college, like those are all different versions of you.
You should not be the same person.
Right. You want to change, and that's a great thing. And if somebody isn't changing and you're noticing like you're legit the same person, it's like, well, let's stay curious about that. And then it makes sense why you're outgrowing that. It has nothing to do with like your lack of love for this person, but like sometimes people grow apart and like dynamics change and I think it's just really reminding yourself that like you are not a bad person. You're not doing anything wrong for wanting to set new expectations. And I don't think it's like ghost your friend, but I think it's like very slowly be less available. Very slowly change how you are because like you don't want to hurt this person. Like it sounds like with this question, nothing crazy happened. But it's just like I need to kind of move differently.
Yeah, and I think like thinking like from romantic relationship stance,
Yeah.
like I just did that, broke that connection because
So is it easier to break up with a romantic relationship or a friend?
I think so.
Romantic.
Because I've never broken up with a friend. Like
Right.
they've ghosted me basically. But I have
You've been on the receiving end.
yes, but I've never on the receiving end and breaking I've always broken up with the men. I've always broken up with the men.
Protect your power. Do
Yes.
not let men run
Yes.
your life.
But like in that recent breakup, I, protected my energy by going to his apartment to break up with him. Then not, not talking after we broke up because why? We're not together. Why do I need to answer? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And I did give in a little bit where they asked to see me because all things happening.
Yep.
But then after that, I was like, all right, I'm breaking like all ability to connect with me by blocking.
But that's actually a really good point because you felt strong, you felt confident, you felt stable, your energy was in a good place, and you're like, I will see you, do. And then all of a sudden, the energy was fucked. And you were like, I was doing so good and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you're not doing bad, right? Like, it's not good or bad. It's just you're having a hard moment because now your energy has been manipulated and effed with and all these sorts of things. So it also is a good reminder that, like, energy ebbs and flows. Like we know that. Like it happens. We're like, oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I'm hyped up. But it's emotional energy that
Hmm.
we're also talking about.
Hmm.
And the mental bandwidth and like that situation where you kind of like let the door open a little bit, that took so much energy from you.
Hmm.
And it was kind of a good thing to confirm that is not what I want. Like it was almost like you needed that
Yeah.
life confirmation
Yeah.
because you were like, oh, I'm feeling good, confirmed, yeah. And then you actually had a real life moment of like, let's open the door and see what this is like. And you're like, holy shit balls.
No,
No, no,
this
this
is
is
actually,
actually,
I
I
was
was
totally
totally
right.
right. And that's huge. Like that's a really kind of important thing.
Oh yeah.
Because you might have get been like, oh, I wonder, you know?
Oh yeah, definitely. My brain was like, well, what could we have fixed this or done
Oh,
that?
fixers. We are the fixers to a fault. So we're like,
I know.
what, how can I make this work? Like if
Um,
we could solve world hunger,
it would have been done right now.
or yeah, give us 2 days. 2 days together. 2 days, one camera, two microphones, a podcast. We'll get it done.
Decaf coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah. So what was I gonna say? In terms of protecting your energy with what you're watching, I even noticed I can't watch shows where people are chronically creating chaos in their life. Like I was watching that one show I told you, and I had to point blank stop watching. It's a newer show, cannot remember the name, but it's like these people that move down south, and the girl keeps creating so many problems.
Is Southern Hospitality? Is it
No,
scripted or reality?
scripted. It's a newer show. I can't
Oh,
remember. But like she was like get so much shit happened. And
right.
then about to get off scotch free and then runs over a man. Oh, and then drives away. I was just like, and I literally
Oh.
when that happened, and he was trying to kill her, so like I understand. But but
What show is this? We have to find it and
I
put it in the
can't
show
remember.
notes.
But I got to that point and I was like, I'm done. Like it was giving me anxiety. And like when shows, so I don't watch scary movies. I do not watch scary movies.
Right.
Because I will never sleep again.
Protect your peace.
Protect your peace. But yeah, so like what you're consuming, social media,
It
like
does absolutely make a difference and matter. No matter how much we want to be okay with it. And I do think to a degree, there are a lot of uncomfortabilities that I do believe you should watch and be up to date with. But I also think your mental deserves a break.
yes.
For whatever it is, right? Like good, bad, ugly. Like you deserve to be able to close the spiritual door on that, walk away, and then come back. You don't need to like inundate yourself 24/7 with like breaking news all the time. That is really, really draining.
Oh yeah, I've had people in my life that do that. And
Because there's this feeling of guilt of not being informed, I think, for a lot of people. And so I personally, I set a timer on my phone. Like we gotta hit a 15-minute hit, and then I can't because I won't stop.
yeah.
Because there's almost this, again, this guilt of like not staying completely in the loop and needing to know everything so that I can move appropriately. But I think it's about longevity. For anything, right? For whatever you're consuming, it is about longevity. If you like to watch your favorite series, but it makes you fucking cry every time you watch it, let's mix in something else. Or if you have, if you are friends with somebody that is so draining like that, mix in other people. Like it's about kind of noticing your reaction and then offsetting it. I think like, okay, that was a lot. Let me fill myself back up. Can I go for a walk, read a good book, listen to a funny podcast, call a friend, cook a nice meal, or like go to the freaking grocery store, buy like a box of like for pumpkin bread, make something easy, but it feels wholesome. It's like, oh wow, I used my hands to create something. Like that is so underrated. When we're talking about like filling back up your energy and recharging, it's like we're almost like crystals. We got to be put out in the moon. Like when the moon is out, we gotta go out.
I know
there.
it seemed like moon juice. Like everyone puts like moon water.
Yeah, the water. You just like
Yeah.
put the water out in the little moon. Oh, out in the moon. But yeah, I think like the phone, this thing inundated
I know.
24/7. And it's hard, right? Protect your peace. It's hard because we work on the phone, we work on the computer, and there are a lot of stuff that we can do off social media, but we're still on a screen. We're still maybe consuming media through the ear, right? Like it's hard to do a full stop. So what are your favorite, like full stop, recharge your soul things?
Not gonna lie, I've been really bad this lately
It's no,
because
but okay, well, let's stop it. You haven't been bad. Like it's actually not bad. It's not criminal. It's not moral. You haven't done it as much as you would like.
yes, yes,
Because that's protect your peace. You're making it bad. And then it's almost harder to do it because you've set this expectation up of like, I haven't done it enough. I am bad. I suck at this. Where it's like, you know what? I'm going a little hard on the phone lately. Don't look at my screen time. Probably not good.
no,
What can I do to reduce it? Let's say if you were to look at the statistics. What can I do to reduce it 1 hour a day? And then the next week, how can I reduce it 2 hours? Right? Like thinking about it in small doses. Because like we live in a tech-based society. Like it's everywhere. It's here, there, it's everywhere. So you haven't been bad at it. You just need to find like a way to make it feel easier.
Very true. So what I like to do, read, like to read, love a good smut book. Like a guy recently asked me what I read, and I was like, oh, fuck.
Biographies.
Historical nonfiction.
I like to read about nothing salacious. No, I love a good book.
Love good.
I actually do love biographies, memoirs, but it has to be from the right people. Like it can't be like about like fucking any random ass person.
Yes.
I want the tea.
I want the tea. I do love a good I love to paint. I still have not painted yet. I am going to paint.
I have wine glasses here.
Oh yeah.
And I paint. Let's paint.
Let's paint. We're gonna paint.
Okay.
We're gonna paint. I like to do that. Biking. I love to bike in the city. Did not bike all summer.
There's your knee.
Well, the knee, but then also dating eBay man. And then it was just like so hard to go
You
bike.
need a bike for yourself, bitch. You need to bike.
I have a bike.
No, I know you have a bike, but I'm saying like for your soul, because you love biking.
I do. So come March, I think that's a good time to start
When
biking.
the weather's better. No snow, all that bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not like trying to not trying to wear like a full bodysuit to go biking, you know.
And then like fucking wipe out because it's like snowy.
Oh God, no, biking. I like putzing around. Like I haven't been yet to a coffee shop where I can just like read and sit and like be like hours pass by. You know what I mean? Like
you almost have to plan for that because we're so warped. We'll go to a coffee shop. Let me get my computer. Let me get a little work done.
Yeah.
Put on a cute outfit. Get a new book. Get a good book. Get a coffee. Phone on do not disturb. Have a little snack. Read your book. That is amazing.
That sounds nice.
That's amazing.
That's gonna be like my big we're gonna talk about the Misogi of the year, but something business wise I've been like struggling with completing. I'm giving myself like a day where that's all I focus on. And then after I do that 6-hour block of focusing on that, I'm going to take myself to like a super nice dinner.
Oh yeah, you said that. Sorry, I'm just checking the time.
That's okay.
It's like so, oh God, where is it? Oh, that's the light, you guys. This is so tacky. Okay, 16 minutes.
Oh, okay. But taking myself to like a nice dinner, so like a treat for completing the mission of something that I've been neglecting. But
you said that is, and that I love. That is such a great way to protect your energy, restore your energy in anything.
Yeah.
If whatever you find to be a little bit challenging,
gamify it. Give yourself
pair it, and treat yourself. Whether it's a coffee, a nice dinner, a facial, a face mask at home, whatever.
Yeah,
you don't have.
I think honestly, if I put it on, this is how I'm gonna make myself do it. Okay, saying, keep this in mind. For anything you were trying to accomplish, sometimes making the reward too tangible in a way, like me saying, okay, I want to tell you what it is, QuickBooks work. I'm sorry, but like one, it's not like sexy, so I just didn't like say it. But doing like QuickBooks work for any entrepreneur. We all,
Yeah,
the
it's
whole
horrible.
time.
It's horrible.
So I need to really put time into it and, get all the receipts, all that shit. So
Yes,
I'm,
receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots, every fucking thing.
yes. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it for the day I get back or the day after I get back, a 6 hour block where I literally work on it for 6 hours. So the timer, what?
That's crazy. Like, I know you said that yesterday, but is that realistic?
Why?
6 hours
Total? No,
nonstop?
no, no, not nonstop. I'll
Okay.
take like a break
Yeah.
and I'll go for a walk.
Yeah.
But I want
Let's get a break. But it's one day.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes. So
yeah,
like I'm
okay.
not letting myself worry about anything else.
We're gonna
So
work out,
we
walk,
might
work.
yes, we might switch our podcast like
Yeah.
posting days.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
that this Saturday could be yours and then I'll take Sunday.
Right.
But what does that mean? Shut up.
Just willy-nilly switching up the days. All right.
Shut up, bitch.
Yeah, based on your schedule, because you got a date with QuickBooks.
Literally.
You're like, no, but actually that's the tea.
That is the tea. But yeah, so I'm gonna work out, get some work done, work out. So that way that's the only thing I'm working on or focusing on.
Yeah.
But saying to myself, oh, I'll let myself do a facial. That's really not enough for me to like.
It's not motivating enough.
I could
The motivation is not high enough.
Correct.
Okay.
But literally going to schedule like a reservation.
Yes.
Making a reservation for myself for that night. Like,
oh, that goes hard.
Especially when they're like putting your credit card.
Literally, yeah. It's like put the $10 deposit, and it will, get issued back as long as you don't cancel. That is almost what you need to do because then your brain is like, well, I'm committed. I'm gonna do this for myself. Because how easy is it to be like, oh, it's fine. Oh, whatever. I'll get to it later.
Yes, 100.
That's brilliant.
I know. So I'm putting on my to-do list for today is to make a reservation for myself somewhere Saturday night, and I have to do it.
Yeah.
So then I know, okay.
Good solo date.
And it also accomplishes my solo date because I'm not going to do one during this week. Well, yeah, literally content. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So whatever you're trying to accomplish is make the reward, and it's a difficult task.
Yeah.
You're putting it off. You're like, that's like one of those things. That's me.
It's a low risk, high reward.
How's it low risk?
Doing QuickBooks is low risk. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a high risk thing.
Oh.
High reward. Low risk, do the QuickBooks. High reward.
Yes.
Go to the nice ass dinner.
Yeah. So that is the goal.
Oh, I love that. I got to figure out what would be a thing for me.
What have you been putting off and you hate and everything?
No, like a reward.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I guess it would be, well, that's not really. I was like, I want to see The Bald and the Beautiful are coming to Boston in May, but it's not so much of like I'm not buying tickets because of like the financial. It's like I have anxiety about the crowd, so like that wouldn't actually really work. So I would have to figure out something. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I would have to think about it because like I just do what I want. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
Yeah,
it's very good. I'm very good about like I don't need a reason to reward myself.
That's good though. That's honestly good though. I have always had trouble in the past.
Yeah.
Even just buying things that are going to exponentially improve my quality of life until I suffer.
Right.
Like, what is this like? Fucking
why are we suffering? This is not like that's crazy, but you do it.
I do it all the time. And so we're done doing that. Like
good.
Yes, we're done doing that for like the big things. Like even like there was like something with I can't remember what was it? Something with the apartment, right? I was like, oh, I can't get that yet. And I got and I was like, oh, my life is so much easier.
Literally. Yeah, and I think it's because we do find ourselves sometimes like in this mindset of like do something, reward yourself, do something, reward yourself. But like you're also like living, breathing, and experiencing life. You do just get to do something.
Yeah.
And it's not a reward. It's just a byproduct of like living.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like having the things that you need. Like that's also something to remind yourself.
Yes.
Protect your energy, protect your peace. You don't always need to reward yourself, right? If there's something that's hard, like QuickBooks, motivate yourself by having that high reward. But you don't need to be doing that for everything, right? Like if you're having a really low energy, yucky day or something, like go do something that you know is going to pick yourself up.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Every time I've gone to a coffee shop when I feel low energy, I'm like, woo, woo, woo. Like,
because you're surrounded by people, you're in a stimulating environment. They usually have like very calm, good music. Like it really is it's so incredible when you clean up the home or you get out of the home, you switch up physically where you are, you clean up your energy, and it is so motivating. It is so inspiring. Like, how many times have you gone to the coffee shop and you come up with these great content ideas, or you just feel lighter? You feel like, oh, life is worth living. I can do this.
So true.
Mm-hmm.
So true.
It's so true. I see the camera is on red. We are dying a little bit. So the computers will continue recording, but I don't know how long this thing is going to keep recording.
Sweet.
Do we want to talk about the misogi, or do we want to talk about that in another episode?
We can talk about another episode.
Okay, amazing. So, recapping. 2026 is about protecting your peace and protecting your energy. And it doesn't, it's not just your work relationship. It's not just friendships. It's not just like things you're consuming. Like, it is all encompassing. And that can be stressful for some people because they're like, oh my God, it's everything. But it's like, no, just like temperature check with yourself. Am I feeling like my blood pressure's raising, or I'm like getting stressed out, or my blood pressure is raising, or I'm feeling anxious, or I'm just feeling drained? Like, notice these things and then be like, okay, well, what was I just doing? Or who was I with? Like, I like to take a little audit.
Yes.
And then not make big moves, small things. Like, okay, I can rework how I'm doing this, or I can spend more time on this, or less time on this, or maybe not answer this person for a little bit, and just allow yourself that space. And don't make it bad. Don't make it bad. Don't make it bad. Because it's nothing is bad, right? Like, it's kind of the same way we would talk, like clients would be like, oh, I was so bad, I ate X, Y, and Z.
How many times do I talk about that?
Yeah.
Side note, slight push. I have a whole audio program. It's literally, you can listen to it many times as you want. Half of them on there are about not making it bad about what you didn't accomplish and not putting a label.
So maybe you need to listen to it.
I need to re-listen to it. And it's kind of like so true. Like, we have mastered a lot of the mindset work around health and fitness.
Yep.
But for me, I have struggled in the past, and sometimes still do struggle, with the mindset when it comes to not making myself bad, or not being all or nothing, or perfectionism in other areas of my life. But health and fitness.
So here's the thing, you know it, but you see it as two different things when it's not. Like, it's a concept. You have the concept, but you have paired it with health and fitness. But that's because that's where you're coaching. If you were coaching people in another capacity, you probably would think about your health and fitness the same way that you think about like your business and things like that. So it's kind of just reminding yourself, whoa, I fucking got the tools. I actually have it all. It's all right here. And it can branch down into so many places. And of course that you're in the background. Of course, it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
But to call it out and to name it makes it so that you're a step ahead. Like, now you have awareness. Like, when we're having these little crash shows, like, bitch, come on. I know what I'm doing. I am that girl. And like, even listening to your own audios back.
Yes.
There's hearing your own self say things. It's like, damn, she's smart.
I'm going to listen to those again.
It's $7. It's going to be in the show notes.
Oh, yeah. Or just message me, Menno Boost, and it will send right to you.
Yeah.
So,
either way, we got two ways to get to it. I'll put it a little like lower Chiron. Menno Boost message to Maddie. I currently have 2 freebies going on. So, like, let's talk about it. If you have a mom butt, if you have low back pain, if you're like, what is a mom butt? I want to make sure I don't have it. Message me on Instagram. I'll put the link there, mom butt. Okay. I'm going to give you exercises and posture tips to get rid of a flat, saggy mom butt and your lower back pain. You might not even realize how much pain you're in with your lower back until we do a little boopity doop workout. I also have a freebie. It's called the Autopilot Meal Kit. If you are having decision fatigue over what the fuck to eat, you're getting stressed out, you want to lose weight, but you have your husband, your partner, your wife, everybody being like, what's for dinner? You need this because we are taking the decision fatigue out of the equation. I'm going to give you snacks for the diaper bag, for the desk, for the fridge. We're doing meals. We're doing it cute. We're doing it easy. And in 2026, we are protecting our peace. All of these things protect your peace. And that's on that.
P.O.P.
Protect your peace, pop, bitch.
Oh, I was to protect our.
Oh.
P.Y.P.
Wow, I am so smart. P.Y.P.
Thank you guys so much for listening and watching Kind of Hot, Kind of Healthy. Please make sure to subscribe, give us a 5-star review, and share this with your girlfriend who needs to hear this. Obviously, someone asked the question about...
Someone asked the question.
So we want more questions.
Ask us the questions. In the link below, you will see anonymous. I don't know who it is. I could show you. I literally don't know who it is.
Yeah, it is anonymous.
So there's no bad questions. There's nothing to be embarrassed about.
You can be like, my friend, blah, 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 and we wouldn't know.
We wouldn't know. We wouldn't know.
Give us tea, give us like...
You could tell us you like crapped in a trash bag and I wouldn't know.
I would love a good story like
I
that.
know. If you have an embarrassing story that you just want to share, but you're like, girls, you can't know it's me, use the link below. Bye.